I built a model that you can use to predict a Reddit user's Myer Briggs type. I actually made this several years ago, and though LLMs will provide a much more robust result, this is still a very low overhead way to get someone's personality type. Even despite the low overhead, my VPS server had crashed for a day or two when this was submitted to Hacker News back in around 2020. This just uses bag of words vectorization of text over the 10,000 most common English words. Here's a demo of the web interface. I'll show you the personality types of This Is Bill Gates, which is Bill Gates, and lexfridman here. So let's first run this for Bill Gates and see what we get. This might take a while, and I'm going to also load. After that, I'm going to run it for lexfridman. So it says he's an INTJ with a probability of about 21% here. And now let's do another username, and let's run it with lexfridman. And he says he's an INFJ, but with only about 17% probability. And I have a training notebook here that I will put in the link. So you can take a look at this. I'm not going to run this because it's going to take quite some time. And I think it took hours to run. And instead, I'm going to show you the notebook, which I'll also have in the link of how to actually run this. So let's just go here. And before you run this, keep in mind you need to set up your Reddit API keys and other private info, which are in the video that I've added in the description. So please watch that if you haven't configured your Google Colab account for that. And you'll only need to do that once. So let's run all of this. And this might take a while to get started. So first we'll clone the GitHub here. We'll also want to install an older version of scikit-learn because the pickle for the model isn't that, and I'm actually using, according to the training notebook here, I'm actually using a gradient boosting classifier. I'm training the bag of words vectors over the gradient boosting classifier here. So models loaded, everything is loaded here. My model's loaded. My Reddit account keys are loaded. So here we predict lexfridman, and it's also coming out as an INFJ. Now, keep in mind the model that I have here is different than the model that I used on the website here because back then I think I was using scikit-learn 0.2, which is no longer compatible with Google Colab now. So I'm just using whatever latest version of scikit-learn was available on the day I made this video, and I just locked it in the requirements.txt. So and I guess it still predicted lexfridman to be an INFJ pretty closely here. Now let's try running it with Bill Gates again. I think this one will give a different result if I remember correctly. See here, it predicted him as an ESTP, and you can play around with this or with the model that I have deployed on the website, which is a couple years old. But in the future, I'm gonna show you if we can improve this by using more modern LLMs. So please subscribe not to miss out. Thank you.